Miracle Balms, they're back. Let's talk about it. I have tried thousands of products over the past 6 years, and one of those products was the Jones Road Miracle Balm. I posted an honest review back in 2021, and I'm doing a 2024 update. I had Dusty Rose back then. That's this guy. I have Magic Hour now. I'm going to tell you 5 things that I want you to know before you consider buying this. I'm also going to talk to you about alternate products. This is an in-depth review. This isn't one of those like 5-second reviews. Not being paid to say any of the following. You're getting my honest opinion as always. If you like that, hit the little like button. All right, let's dive into it. This is a polarizing product. Let me just tell you. It's $38 for 1.75 ounces. There are 10 shades available. I tried that Dusty Rose and I wasn't a huge fan of it. I didn't completely pan it, but I wasn't the biggest fan ever. Ingredients here are, it's a short list. It is starting with castor oil. It is a heavier product. There's more weight to it. There's coconut oil derivatives inside. You have argan oil. You have jojoba seed oil, orange peel oil, and rosemary extract. For extremely reactive skin types, that may be a deal breaker. In terms of packaging, plastic. Hate it. Don't want to see any more of it. I know monomaterial plastic is an advantage, but personally, I'm trying to move away from all plastic. They do have FSC certified paper for the cartons. Application. So this product has been, I don't want to say a mystery, but I just said a mystery for a while because like it's so heavy and then people are obsessed with it. And I'm like, why is it not working for me? Like it's working for them. So I'm going to take off what I have now and put this on the cheeks. This is meant to be worn alone, or you can wear it on top of other products as a air quote claim instant refresh. So listen, I've tried recently a bunch more Jones Road products. Some people love them. There's a lot of like emotional reactions about them. I don't know where that's coming from, but I'm just here to provide like a somewhat objective perspective. This does provide a wash of color. I have heard that the shade Tawny is where you're going to see more payoff because as you'll see, there's not a ton of payoff here. So you take a little bit of this product, you break the seal. Let me just show you how this looks. Seal broken. That's the Dusty Rose. Dusty Rose has a subtle shimmer to it. The Magic Hour, which I really thought was going to be bronzer, it's full of teeny tiny pieces of glitter. So automatically I can see some of you like, no, 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 no. And that I don't like that either. We'll put the Dusty Rose on. You can use fingers to press it in, or you can put it on the palms. You're going to see a demo video alongside of all of this that will show you like all the things that I did while I was testing. Again, this is like years of testing. So you're pressing it in. The scent is strong. It's gingery. It's kind of herbaceous. My cheeks are red naturally, so that's what you're seeing here. That is not this product providing much of any color. It is very subtle in pigment payoff, okay? And the touch test feels like you have a balm on your face. So if you have drier skin, if you need that moisture, if you like that as a beginning step, or you just kind of want this going on with your face throughout the day, you're going to like that. The Magic Hour, I don't know why I did this on both. Okay, let's take the Dusty Rose off. Give it a second so we can let the pinkness chill out. You can also apply this completely over your face. The brand doesn't necessarily recommend that. They do say don't put it on your eyelids or eyes. It is not meant for that area. But if I take Magic Hour, let me give you a close-up of this one. All of those little flecks, that's glitter, my friends. Glitter. Oh, the camera really picked that up so nicely. Press it in. First time I did this, I put it all over my face. Do not recommend. But you saw how brown it looked? Bronze? I'll just let you tell me. You're not getting pigment with this. Really, if you're looking for pigment, don't buy it. Except for maybe the Tawny. I cannot speak to other shades, but for Dusty Rose and Magic Hour, you're not getting a ton. And yes, this is over a flushed face, so we would put it up here. And you'd be like, okay, I'd add more to get more pigment. But that's going to result in a very balmy face that's going to feel kind of tacky. It's tacky. That's what it is. There's a tacky factor here. And not like that, but like texture-wise. I kind of liked doing this, as weird as it looks. Ended up just kind of dispersing a little bit of product right where I needed it. It's winter right now in the States. In the summer, humidity plus this just to me is a recipe for disaster. That's just my skin. If you love it in summertime, please let us know below. I am open to all of your tricks and tips here because this thing still confounds me. Like it still kind of leaves me going, there's not a lot like it, and yet there's so much that does what this does, but it's not marketed that way. So, is it like the best marketing ever? Or is it the best product ever for just a segment of people? I don't know. But you do get a glow like you would get if you put any kind of oil on your face. 3 out of 5 for application. For payoff, I've already pretty much covered this. It is absolutely a wash of color. Again, this is just for these 2 shades. I did not buy the multiple pot sampler, which is $65 because I'm like, it hasn't really won me over just quite yet. So I don't know if I would buy the multi, but tawny should be providing more pigment. That's what I hear. 3 out of 5 for payoff. Almost gave it a 2 out of 5, but they're not saying that you're supposed to get a lot of pigment here. So allow me to just say that because I know some people might be like, hey, they told you it was supposed to be a wash, not a ton. Great, but at least I would see that showing up. I'm not really seeing anything show up. Although I can tell you with the magic hour, when you go out into the sunlight, my hand looks like a not a disco ball because those are too thick, those mirror pieces, but like a nano disco ball. Like this thing is lit up in the sunlight. So some of you are gonna like it, some of you are not gonna like it, some of you are not gonna like it. Finish this next and then wear test, and then I'm going to talk to you about some other products that I think you might like. So finish. The glow, yes, the glow is there. Thank you, castor oil. Thank you, argan oil. Thank you, all the other things. As I'm talking about this, I'm going to show you one of the ways that I applied it that made me go, okay, I kind of get it. I kind of get it. Yes, there's a glow with finish. You are getting that glitter from Magic Hour. I didn't want that. That's not what I wanted. It said it in the product, but I didn't realize it was going to be so much glitter. Now, there's something like the Kosas. This is the cloud set. So part of me thought, okay, well, I will see how this wears underneath a liquid and a powder foundation, for lack of a better word. So let's just see how this goes. And this I actually liked. Very natural finish here. Again, you're seeing the glow from my skin. Sorry, I know that's probably misleading a little bit. But if you wear this under powder, you can still see glow. You get a little bit of evening out if you need it and you don't want something heavier on top. I actually ended up really liking this also because now I can touch it and the tackiness isn't there, but the moisture is there. However, at that point in testing, I did go, well, I love having the moisture. It seems to be settling really nicely. It works really well with the products that I've put on top of it. However, if I was wearing an SPF, would I want this level of moisture with an SPF? I don't think so. And I think that would be really hard for people who don't want an oily look. So now I'm going to use Juice Beauty Serum Foundation. Put that on this side. It's very lightweight. So just a couple of things to note. This is not your heavier, richer foundation. You don't really need that. And it is pretty thin. So I think the combination of the thicker balm with the thinner thing, you get what I'm doing here? Like it's like a thing. When I did this, the finish was really, really, really good. If this is still too sticky for you, look at that. That's going to pass the hair test. Alone, oh, I can't show it now. But alone, you can see like all these little hairs are sticking to it up here because I haven't put any product on top. So I'm just going to put a little bit more on this side. And what I'm getting at here is the finish overall without this was not great, but with the product on top, I really am starting to like it. Less is more. It is hydrating, but if you have oily skin, tell me about it. How does that work for you? Wow. There's something happening, I think, too, with the grip that this is providing for a lightweight foundation that I'm really surprised to be liking right now. I'm just really excited that I've potentially found something. It shouldn't be this hard. I do believe that. I gave it a 3 out of 5 for finish. I really would err away from the glitter one personally because I don't like that. But overall, I think it did a pretty decent job compared to the claims that they gave here. And it didn't look oily on me, but that's because the application is everything. So the thing here about wear test is if you put too much on, it's not going to wear that well. I think this is probably obvious for you. The hydration lasts throughout the day. This holds throughout the day. If you have dry skin, if you need a little something, you could just put I'm going to mention a couple of things that you could also use that are like a balm, but really there's not a lot that I've seen that's like this in that respect. So I can see why people are loving it for that reason. The unpopular opinion here for the wear test is after 8 hours every day, did it look good? It really depends on how you apply it. Truthfully, it depends on how you apply it. The way that I've applied it with the product on top, whether it's the liquid or the powder, it looked great by the end of the day. It did not even add extra shine, and that was surprising. So this is the powder on top. It does grab a little bit still, so you have to be okay with that. But I just kind of was like, oh, okay, I really like it. Now, the total score for the scorecard was a 12 out of 20, which is not a phenomenal score. It has its pros, it has its cons. Those are all back there. So I purchased one of these. The brand gifted me Magic Hour. I was under zero obligation to review it. I'm not giving a glowing review, obviously. But I wanted to give you an update because of that main application hack. But I want to show you something else. Would I buy this again? There's some weird part of me that still wants to test other colors. I don't know. I don't know. Leaning towards probably not. Probably not. Wouldn't do it. But I'm so curious about the other colors. I think curiosity is what gets a lot of people with this, and they do phenomenal marketing. But yeah, you tell me. I don't know, like, why did you buy it or why will you not buy it? I'd love to know. There are a couple of other products like I keep mentioning but never getting to. There is a Burt's Bees Miracle Balm out there. It is much silkier. It is much slicker. It gives a beautiful little glow in a smaller area. You can use a little bit more. You get a lot less in that container. But frankly, I don't know when I'm going to use all of this. I don't know. So it depends on how much you want to use it, how fast you're going to go through it. For another option we have from Mango People, this is their Morning Light Highlighter. This has like a balmy kind of vibe to it, and this sort of soft opalescent kind of wash that it gives you. I haven't done a full review for this. It is super soft and silky as well, and it just pops nicely. End of the day, if you want a pop of this on your face, you can do it with anything that has an oily base. Let's be honest, like that is definitely possible. You can take this, you can take the Burt's Bees. You want more color? You bring in a cream bronzer. You bring in a cream blush. You add that, you combine it using what you already have. You're good, and you're going to get the color that you probably want. Will you have to use two products? Yeah, but I feel like you're going to have to do it anyway with this, unless the tawny is like groundbreaking. So you can just combine those things together to get a similar effect. There are options available. And that's another reason why, like, I'm not putting it all over my face. So I sort of like the smaller containers for this. And then I also talk about the highlight of the day from Maya Chia, which is a totally different product. It's back on the scorecard. You can learn about it there. Love it. But you're going to get like true, it is such a cool product. It's very different and it's way more highlight versus fresh pop of like dewiness. There you go. What do you think about this product? Would you buy it? Have you bought it? I would love to know how you're applying it, and please include what your skin type is because that will help too. Right now, for me, what's winning is wearing this underneath and applying a good solid base coverage on top. I'm just not in love with it still. I have plenty of other balms and highlights and foundation reviews over here, so if you want to check those out, playlist is popping up in about 5 seconds. I will see you right back here real soon. Until then,